Rat City by Night is a 6-part Vampire the Masquerade miniseries from Game Master Monday. Content warnings include kidnapping, mugging, organized crime, vampire genre typical violence, death, mentions of blood, suicidal ideation, teenaged NPCs in violent situations, religious references, and, of course, rats. Please take care of yourselves and enjoy the show.
Tape and go. All right.
With a night of hunting behind you, decisions made, lives changed forever, you return to the Ratthedral. The four of you encountering each other around the same time. Pidge and Carmela coming as a pair, Anan and Barry coming as they please. You see extinguishing candles in the Ratthedral in anticipation of your arrival, the Ratster Matthias Templeton, who turns to see all of you and says, "Have you enjoyed the first night of your second life?"
Carmela's just very focused on making sure Pidge is okay and does not hear this question.
Baba, Anand goes to give Barry a hug.
I think Barry accepts the hug and turns to Rathias and says, "If I'm being honest with you, I think that was the worst night I've ever had in my life."
Baba, how are you here too?
I suspect much the same way that you are.
And I think Anand touches your face. That means that you died too.
It does. And, well, I suppose that sometimes death isn't as sticky as we thought it would be.
I understand that this is an adjustment. From what I know, there are new urges and desires and strengths inside of all of you now that you must now learn to accept and adjust to and deal with, much like we would with our first life. A new path is opening for all of you, and because this is a miracle, something never before seen in rat society, I have pondered and meditated and read on the subject, and I think the best thing you four can do now is find solace with each other. No one else will truly know what you are going through except for you, after all. You can keep each other safe, you can guide each other towards right decisions, you can experiment, live, learn, and keep each other on a righteous path.
I think Pidge is just sort of staring off as Matthias is talking, but when he says the word miracle, she looks right at him. I drank somebody's blood. How is that a miracle?
I acknowledge that this is going to be a difficult urge to overcome. I would beseech that if you do encounter that and you succumb to it, we are always happy to heal those and grant second lives here at the Ratthedral if the exsanguinating of one's life is something that does not sit right with you.
What is this?
It is.
You're talking about it like you know what this is, like it's some great boon that we've all been given and we just have to... What happened to us?
I know this much, and I'm being 100% honest. A rat from my congregation, one that I know well, has recently stumbled into a miraculous ability, the miracle of being able to give the second life, something that's never happened. I believe they are destined for sainthood, but I am shielding them as we prepare them on that path, as is a ratster's duty. You four, it would seem, by virtue of the saint finding you in your final moments, have been given the opportunity to continue living your life, but with newfound abilities and a different biological rule set, the specifics of which we do not yet fully understand.
To do more good, Pidge,
Hey, Anand.
first off, your pies. I'm gonna miss your pies.
What do you mean you're gonna miss them? I can still make my pies, right?
You drank someone's blood? Is that... He turns to Matthias. Is that what I did?
I'm unsure. I know that the second life creates new necessities and urges, and it does seem that it may require sacrifice.
I bit a woman. Are you saying I have to... We have to bite people?
I wish I had a better answer for you. The teachings of the saints would seem to indicate that violence is not something that we ought to participate in, though we do know that it has been used as a necessity with various other saints, yours included. I would be resistant to tell you that you must attack your fellow rats and that maybe this is a temptation you have to overcome, but I also do not fully understand how your new life functions, merely that you are here and what you do with it is up to you. And if you ever feel that you are in trouble, because I am helping guide the saint, I would tell you that the doors of the Rat Cathedral are always open.
Yeah, that's great and everything, but you're not giving us much details, and we're putting a whole lot of trust in you. What if you decide, these four, they're not welcome here anymore? What then?
Then I would be betraying my oath as a ratster.
So you expect us to believe that we've been given a second life with more opportunities to do good for people, and yet also all four of us might be, a time bomb waiting to lash out and eat our fellow rat? Is that the logic you're expecting me to follow here?
I would think that you would know that sometimes the things we ask for in the name of doing right don't always make logical sense.
What are these gifts you speak of?
You are very early in the process, my friends. I have not borne witness to them. My understanding is it should be different for everyone, but I have not seen all that entails. Again, I am telling you exactly what I know based on the limited observations I've been able to make.
So how do you know that we have these gifts if you haven't seen them?
Because I have faith in the saint. The saint has a remarkable gift and is choosing to share it.
Well, I don't know if I want these gifts, if it means that I have to... It felt like I didn't have a choice. Drinking that guy's blood, it was...
This is a violation of consent.
The paths we walk in the name of progress and evolution are never easy. I cannot tell you how to live, how to feel, The lives we are given, we are always given them without our input. That counts for the second life, and that is also true of the first life. All we can do is all we can do. Your lives are yours to walk, and you four, being among the first, are the only ones who can ever understand what you're feeling and going through. I will try to learn as much as I can.
You just said among.
But you are the first ones I've met. I will say that.
Alright.
You haven't met the saint you talked about?
I've met the saint. I know where the saint is. I know who the saint is. I am mentoring them.
You're saying we're the first, you expect more.
If the saint is determined to continue giving this gift, then yes, I expect more.
Anand looks at the other three. Matthias, please leave us.
I think we're in his place. I don't know if...
No, I understand. I think it is fair for you to wish to speak without an authority present. I myself grow tired, so I will retire for the evening. I do mean it, though. The Rathedral doors are always open to you. They always will remain open, and I will do my best at any opportunity to give any answers or guidance that I can find. For now, though, your lives are yours. I would advise staying together, and if what you're saying about your hungers are true, I continue to advise that maybe you avoid those you care about until you can control those urges. I hope you have a pleasant, and he looks out the stained glass windows as the faintest glimmers of light coming through a sewer grate tickle the edge of a window. I hope you enjoy the rest of your morning. And he crawls into a little rat hole on all fours and closes the door behind him.
I know Pidge. I know Barry.
Carmela.
And he reaches out a paw to Carmilla. Anand.
Nice to meet you. And she'll pull you in and give you a little double kiss on the cheek.
Do we return to our homes?
Well, I think that depends on how hungry we all feel. Did everyone get a midnight snack today? Was that what happened?
Yeah.
I bit
Yeah.
a woman's calf.
You don't have to go into details if it makes you uncomfortable, kid.
So what, do we just go back home and pretend like everything is normal?
I think that's the only real option we have right now. We'll have to come back to this at some point, but looking at everyone here, it looks like we could all use a little rest and comfort.
Baba, what do we tell Nikolai?
Nothing. We don't need to tell him anything. He doesn't need to know about this.
So I just show up tomorrow as usual?
It's what everyone expects to happen. It would be weird if you didn't.
We should have a plan, a place to meet, and a time. All of us. That's not here. And we can't go where Nikolai is. We can't gather, and Pidge, is that safe?
I don't know. I haven't really needed to think about whether or not it was safe until right now.
It is a place that we all know, Baba. You know where.
And the pie does sound good.
That's what I thought about the honey.
The what?
The honey?
I felt so hungry. I ate the honey that was at my apartment. It did nothing. It was awful.
You mean like it
No.
had gone bad? Or
No, honey like this doesn't go bad.
Yeah, it's actually real hard for honey to go bad.
I need to get home.
I gotta open up the shop.
Oh, fuck my fucking parents. Oh, shit. Okay.
Okay, so I guess we all meet at the shop. When?
6 days.
I'll probably be there before then, Pitch.
Yeah, for a slice.
I'll be there in a couple hours.
Yeah, for your slice.
Well,
Barry, you want a slice too?
yeah, I just codified pie time, so I guess I gotta be there.
You what? I don't really know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
I made it. I put it on a clock. It's official that there's a certain time of day that's
You
pie
made a pie
time.
clock?
I made a pie clock, and
Can you make me a pie clock?
I can. I've done it once before. I can do it again.
I could put it up in the shop and it could be a whole thing where I point to the clock and I say it's pie time and then
So
everybody comes and gets some pie.
Do you want every number to be pie, or do you want like a specific time to be pie?
It could be different flavors, but different.
Different flavors for different times.
Different flavors. Or a pie with different amounts of pie cut out.
Oh, could it be shaped like a pie?
Barry like pulls out a notepad and like a little thing and just starts jotting down notes, and he's like, "Look, I've got way more time than I expected. I can make it whatever you want it to be."
That would be really cool. Thanks, Barry.
Yeah, of course. It's the least I can do for you offering up your shop for us to meet.
And so a plan is set. You will meet at Pidge's Pie Shop in 6 days, a rat week, if you will. And in the interim, you have chosen to make attempts to live a normal life, knowing what you now know about yourselves. In the week that follows, me as your omnipotent narrator would expect there to be several changes, not just to you, but within the city itself.
This is the recordings of Peachy LaRue, your local truther regarding the flea crisis here in Rat City. I come to you all, my dear listeners, with a grave update. I was attacked by what I believe was a flea in rat form. He did some really gross things that I need to consider and why it made me feel so warm in my tummy. But I will be recording my symptoms and ultimately my demise at the end of this week if I turn into a flea. Yours, return for another tape by your own Peachy LaRue. Also, please bring some soup. I'm very, very feverish.
We begin, as we always do every morning, at Pidge's Pie in the Sky. A new day for each of you, and while we'll be observing Pidge here first, I would like you all to make a rouse check.
Oh boy. Well, I rolled a 10.
You pass, so you do not gain a hunger in that case.
I have gained a hunger.
I passed.
6.
You do not gain a new hunger as the sun rises this day, Pidge, but not becoming hungrier does not mean you're not already hungry. As the day plugs along, the demands of running a pie shop taking over, no little snacks in between orders or as you're baking. The hunger within you continues to rise and swell, and you will hear the ring of a bell as someone enters your pie shop. And this is a regular of yours. You know this gentleman to be Peanut Clover. This is an adult-sized rat. This is a person who has come in every day, recent college graduate, life ahead of them, a long life behind them, and they are coming into your shop with a slightly sullen look on their face, but they come up to the counter and say, "I'll just have the usual, Pidge, thank you."
Oh, hello, Mr. Clover. It's nice to see you again.
Hi.
How are you?
You know, not great. I won't lie. We had a family emergency yesterday, and you know, I'm just picking up something nice to take to the hospital for my grandma.
Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that.
It was so bizarre to me. Just someone just broke into her apartment, assaulted her, basically just brutalized her, left her for dead on the ground. It's a miracle one of us went to go check on her last night and got her help pretty immediately, but
that's
man.
horrible. I'm
just
so
thought I'd
sorry.
do something nice.
Yeah,
freak accident.
of course.
Here,
let
attack
me.
a little old lady. That's all I want. I just like why? They didn't even take anything. They just came in, hit her, and then left. There's nothing was stolen. I don't know. It's weird. Doctor's like, it looks like she got like chewed on or something. I don't know. Just weird. I feel bad, so I want to bring her something nice.
She got chewed on.
I don't know. The doctors were like, you know, it looks like an animal bit her, but like, you know, nothing that big would have teeth like that in Rat City. You know, it's not like cockroaches or pet mosquitoes bite like that. So it's weird.
That's horrible. I'm glad she's okay.
I hope she's gonna be okay. She's been, you know, she's conscious, that's for sure. So I hope she can at least have pie.
Good. Is she acting any different or?
I don't know. She's you know, she's obviously frazzled, a little.
Well, sure, after such a horrific incident like that. And as I'm talking, I'm getting the pies ready and I'm wrapping them up.
Yeah, we keep asking her like who did this, and she doesn't have any. She doesn't even recall.
Wow.
Which isn't like her. She's normally got like a brain like a steel trap.
Well, and I'm wrapping up and tying a little bow around the box with the pie in it. I'm so glad that she's okay, and hopefully they'll find the animals that did that to her. That's awful. Here, let me on the house from me, and I turn around and I grab another pie, a sweet potato skin pie, and I put it in a box. This is from me for your family.
That's awfully neighborly of you. I appreciate it. Normally I'd be like, oh no, but I'm working on saying yes to people and accepting help. So, no, I appreciate it. And then when he reaches to pick up the box, you can see that like he must have either come straight from the hospital or maybe he was the one who discovered something to that effect. But there is an odor, a delicious scent on his paws. Doesn't leave like a blood streak or anything, but the smell of death and blood and body is fresh on Peanut for sure.
Here, let me help you carry these out to. Let me help you, and I pick up both the pies and I come around the counter, so I'm sort of standing next to him.
Oh, are you sure? I can handle carrying a pie, I think.
No, it's okay. You know, I've been working on and I can smell the as I'm talking to him, the smell of that is becoming more and more overpowering, and I'm feeling so hungry. You know, what's your grandmother's favorite flavor?
Oh, I mean, you made it. It's the sweet potato skin.
Oh, good. I'm so intuitive. You know, I actually have been, I look around the shop. Is there anyone else in here?
There is not.
I actually have been working on another recipe. It's a adaptation of my sweet potato flavor. It's brand new. I just pulled it out of the oven. If you want to have a taste of it and see if your grandmother would like it.
I would like you to make a roll for this, just to see if he would be willing to follow where you lead. I would like you to make a wits plus persuasion. Yes, I would like you to make a charisma and persuasion roll for this rat.
Okay.
And of course, you are still at 3 hunger.
Yeah. Oh boy. Okay, hold on. I gotta swap out some dice here. And I don't even think I'm trying to, but subconsciously, I'd like to activate awe as I try and convince Peanut to come with me. So that adds two dice. Oh, I got. Oh boy. Okay. I didn't. I got 3 successes. One of them is on a hunger die.
Cool.
Okay. It's not a 10.
3 successes will do it for Peanut Clover. He gets a look in his eye, a slight drool on his mouth that he brushes away in that way that rats do with their paws, very quickly and adorably. And he looks at you and says, well, I mean, I guess she's not going anywhere, and that'd be a nice surprise for sure.
You could bring her right to her. Come on back here with me. I just pulled it out of the oven. It's in the kitchen.
You lead Peanut to the kitchen, carrying his boxes, his paws preoccupied, and you had him alone in the front of the store, but now you're more alone than ever. Describe your kitchen for me. What sort of things make you feel safer in here?
Well, it's quiet back here. It's just me usually, so no other customers could potentially walk in and see what I'm about to do. There's a couple of ovens on the back wall and a big butcher block island in the middle, and I've got a bunch of mixing bowls out and pies, fresh pies that I've pulled out that I've been trying to take my mind off of how hungry I am. And as I bring Mr. Clover into the back, and there is a fresh, hot sweet potato pie sitting there on the counter, I walk him over to it, and I'm standing a little bit behind him as he leans forward to smell it. And I don't think I can fight it anymore, and he just smells so good. And I'm going to feed on Mr. Clover.
A sharp, ratish bite where he is not expecting it, and you begin to feed. He doesn't even have the time or the energy to let out a shriek. He's been up all night. After all, as you begin to feed and to drink, and you've been so hungry, how much do you take from him?
Just enough that I can not feel the way that I feel. I don't want to hurt him. I'm just so hungry.
You begin this process, you begin to feed, you feel your belly get fuller, and something in the way you are doing this compels you to cut it off at some point. And bizarrely, even though you know what you're doing would technically cause harm, you almost hear this gasp from Peanut, almost like he was enjoying it in some capacity. And he just kind of turns to face you, his skin features looking a little paler than they were before, and a look of shock in his eyes, still clearly conscious but not able to find the words he is looking for in this moment.
If he turns around, I would like to try and sort of wipe my face and pull back. I'm hoping that he doesn't realize what's happened and just thinks that he's been smelling a really delicious pie and maybe I was standing a little too close to him.
He rubs his neck a little bit and he closes his eyes as if he for the first time felt a relief of tension he didn't know he was carrying, and says, I'll probably see you tomorrow, Pidge.
Yeah, here, let me wrap this one up for you on the house.
Thank you. I'll let my grandma know. Yeah, thank you.
Of course.
Sorry, I probably need to get some sleep or something.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I am okay. Yeah, I'll be here tomorrow.
Okay. Hey, and I start wrapping up this pie for him too. You know, I've been considering doing a sort of like a tasting menu, frequent pie sort of system for customers, for loyal regular customers, and would you be interested in participating?
Yeah, I would. No, then I'll definitely be back.
Okay. All right. But you know, as I understand, it's a sort of a pilot sort of program. I'm not really advertising it to a lot of people. Sort of a friends and family kind of, the secret friends and family kind of deal. Until I can get the logistics of it, you know. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to make pies fast enough.
I hear you.
Sure, you understand.
I understand. I won't spread the word. Pilot is very funny, by the way.
Thanks. Okay, so a couple pies for you and your family, for your grandmother. Keep me updated on how she's doing, okay?
I will. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow.
All
and
right.
he walks out of the pie shop.
Okay, bye. Oh, boy.
A first official feeding for Pidge, and for you, Gina, the good news is, by virtue of only taking one, you won't take damage from your bane.
Hey. I feel pretty alright.
Adjusting quickly to her new lifestyle and organizing plans to maintain it.
Day 2, following flea transformation. I have been very sleepy all the time. Normally, I'm very sleepy usually, but I'm sleepier than usual. Bellamy tried to come over, but I insisted that I be left to rest. I do not want to infect them if I am turning into a flea. And other things I've noticed is that my usual pink pallor has gone down to an almost ectoskeleton white. I wonder if this is the product of turning into a flea. I continuously count my nipples each day to make sure I'm not growing additional legs, as a flea would if I'm becoming an invertebrate. Updates are to follow, dear Peaches.
The week continues on, and before we check in on our next rat, I need everyone to make another rouse check for me. Barry, we find you later in the week. a few days having passed since your awakening in the Rathedral, and you stating that your one and only goal is to continue living as if you were, where do we find you during the course of this week leading up to your reconvening at the pie shop?
Barry is just back at home, probably working on the pie clock specifically.
We find you working on the pie clock, something that you are choosing to do, whether it's a sense of normalcy and routine or merely something to distract you from a hunger that is building inside you while you are at home still. And while you are at home still, I think it would be impossible to avoid the fact that your husband, who has chosen to take time off of the university, has been here, and he has been acting a tad more skittish towards you over the last couple of days. He has not changed the ways he speaks or the words he says to you, but you've known him for so long that you can recognize when he isn't feeling himself.
Barry is kind of like downstairs in his workshop, doing his little gadgetry, working on this clock, which is, he has taken a watch face and he can't build from scratch a full pie-shaped face for it. But what he's doing is he's taken a normal face and he's kind of etching into the side like a ridge to represent like a crust. And then between each number, he's done like a line or a stroke down towards the middle, like between each numbers going back to the center to kind of like represent slices. And again, he's like trying to buff out the numbers and put in a different symbol to represent a flavor at each spot. So there's like an apple, there's like an egg, there's like a sweet potato, there's all the different flavors that we've heard Pidge mention during the show so far. And I think that he just gets to a stopping point where he's like been doing this for a while, longer than he usually does it. And he's gonna head back upstairs to kind of step away from his work a little bit. And he'll spot Nikolai up there. Hey, I'm taking a break. Do you want a snack or anything?
Oh, Nikolai is currently snout deep in a newspaper. The headline is very clearly visible from the side that you were looking for, that just seems to have the image of a broken into office with a headline reading, journalist attacked, presumed dead. And you see him reading, a very concerned look crossing over his glasses, and he goes, I was, and I fear I've lost my appetite. Have you heard about this? This is gruesome.
No, can I take a look?
You read a paper, and it's from a journalist who, this is from a less reputable newspaper for sure. They are more interested in things like culture, restaurants, the ins and goings on of Rat City, and some people would consider this to be the lesser of the two Rat City papers, but those who believe in it, they really believe in it. But the article details a second-hand account from a journalist who resides in that building, the sounds of doors and windows being bursted open, the sound of a struggle, and while it's not clear who the assailant, or in parentheses, assailants, may have been, the journalist does now fear that someone or something is beginning an attack on the press.
Oh, that's certainly unnerving, to say the least.
I don't know where they would get the idea that several would be in danger, considering it's the only one, but, it is this particular, sheet, so I take everything with a grain of salt. But the photographs, look at this place.
Barry will look at the photographs and, oh, goodness, it's, I'm surprised they put that in the paper.
Especially this one. I normally only read this one to see, what's being performed at the rat theaters and where we should get dinner next. And to open this and see this, it's just, and then you, and then there's you.
There's me.
A few days ago, you were looking slower, and I was worried for you and thought we might need to call a doctor soon, but you've had so much energy lately.
Well, sometimes a second wind kind of comes along, right?
I suppose. Maybe I'm just antsy. I'm worried about Anand taking over class. He's a brilliant mind, of course, but giving your baby to someone who has yet to lead, I could use a water. I think I need water.
I think that Barry goes and gets pours a second cup of water to bring over, and as he does, he says, "Look, they say that the future generation is going to, I think the expression is standing on the shoulders of giants, and it's our job to be giants now. So everything that we do, everything that we've done is to set the next generation up for success, and we have to be ready to let them have it. And let them have it if it comes to that."
Oh, you're right. Light the lamp, not the rat, I suppose. That's the thing you say, right? Am I using that right?
That's close enough.
I will settle for close enough. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yes. I'm Do you want a snack too, or is the water good?
I think unprovoked, you see Nikolai go in to just give you a tight hug, just embracing you, the one anchor in a sea of uncertainty he's been feeling over the course of this week, given the news story and his hesitation to turn class over to his prize students. And what starts as what would ordinarily be for you a warm hug, a thing that accelerates the ticking in your head, the sound that has been notably absent since your second life began, it's almost as if you were to look at him, he would recognize that he notices something different too, and he just looks at you but is not sure how to say what he's thinking.
I think that after the hug, Barry kind of splits off and has does the thing where it's hands on shoulders, looking at each other. Nikki, you seem a little concerned.
I must just be exhausted. I think my vacation has given me more stress than my actual work has. Because the thing that I'm not feeling can't be a real thing. Are you wearing a new apron by any chance? Something thicker, maybe?
Yes. The old one, I got a few stains on it, so I figure it was been time to do an upgrade.
Okay. Yes, I'm crazy then. I of course you have a heartbeat. Why would I think otherwise? That you're here, you're talking. I'm going to get tiny apple slices in the water, and I'm going to sleep, and everything's going to be fine.
That's absolutely right. Nothing bad is going to happen here.
He turns. He uses the little rat sink to get water. He has a little tiny dish of sliced apples, and he retires to his room, and he lingers back looking at you from the stairs and says, "Sometimes second winds are bad omens, so please at least take care of yourself. Don't push yourself just because you have energy."
If I've got it, I might as well use it.
Just don't overuse it. I think we have enough I think we've enough accelerated heartbeats here for the two of us.
Good night, Nick.
Good night. Good night, Barry.
And I think that after Nikolai goes to bed, I think Barry kind of stands there for a little while, and he's going to, like, after he's sure that Nikolai is in bed or away, he, like, slides a paw under his apron over his heart and just feels for something.
You now understand why the ticking in your head has slowed. You do not feel the beating of your own heart, and you cannot hear the rushing of your own blood.
And I think Barry just, like, sighs and slumps a little bit and makes his way back downstairs.
Hello, fellow Peachians. I apologize, I was a bit late to this update. You may not have found the tape in the sewer grate. Like last time, I have been sleeping. I believe 2 days have passed. My teeth are very strange. Now, you might say, Peachy, that's because you haven't been chewing on things, but listen here, dear listeners. My teeth, you can't see it, but I want you to imagine with your brain. My teeth have gotten sharp, very sharp, much like the mandibles of a flea. I must admit, these may be my last tapes to you, my dear Peachians. I worry that my transformation is taking me completely. I am so thirsty. I've drank so much butter and chocolate milk, neither of which has satisfied it. I think I need to come clean to Bellamy. Stay tuned, dear Peachians.
Hello again, my ravenous rodents. Oh, wait, no, wrong audio track. Ah, there we go. It is I, your storyteller Grant, here in the middle of the episode to hype up some pals and tell you about things that are cool and good. Starting once again with our friends over at RPG Major.
RPG Major is an actual play like no other.
Welcome to Snapdragon Landscaping and Investigation.
I know you guys handle mysteries that are non-standard.
I think that one of my coworkers is a changeling.
I was conjured. I am the Pirate King Fabio from the books. You're not asking the questions that normal people ask.
Can I do a quick check to figure out if this man is a ghost and doesn't know it?
Sure. I'm gonna need a discipline check.
Oh no! Oh no!
Give me a... Actually, if your song about this is good enough, it'll just happen. So make it a good one.
'Cause it's not just magic trick. This ritual is
That's right. It's a musical, but all the songs are made up on the spot.
You're not lying to me.
You've seen me try to lie.
Now raise your voice and take your place in this world.
I never wanted to hate you. I never wanted you to be gone. You have to understand that I don't know how much I can even trust you right now. Do you know why I even came here today? I lost you.
Mystery, storytelling with heart, and new songs every week. Subscribe to RPG Major.
I can't even fathom the undertaking that a show like RPG Major must be, and these folks are the best in the biz to be trying something like this. Songs are genuinely fun, adventures are laugh out loud funny, so much fucking heart on this show, easily one of my favorite finds from the past year. I love them so much, we're gonna be hyping them up for a lot of Rat City, so if you don't check them out, that's a you problem. I can't even help you at that point. Next, our friends over at Bloom and Blight and their new series, Persephone.
What's up, racing fans? We're only a few months from the Hades Cup, Neo Oliva Bay's premier chassis racing championship. With their qualifier up next,
Cedar thinks it's time to get a little reckless.
Umbral appears in front of the entire track and fires a shot from her sniper rifle.
They go forward onto near all fours into like the Tron bike position, and it turns into a full gallop.
We need to find the gray box.
I need to go to ground zero.
Wait, what?
Is this where Carmen comes stumbling out of the hole in the wall?
I just got shot.
What?
If Team Persephone can't prove that they're the heroes of legend, then we're all doomed.
Oh, you have no good news today.
The gods awaken. They are coming.
Find Bloom and Blight Persephone anywhere you get your podcasts.
Now let's get back to the action.
Persephone is so fucking good. If you like racing, if you like dramatic performances, if you just like cool sci-fi action, this is the series for you. Bloom and Blight don't miss, and they extra aren't missing on this series. That's all I got for you this week. I return you now to the streets and chambers of Rat City by night. Time continues to pass in Rat City as word of mouth and now word of print spread about strings of attacks and violent occurrences in the city. But as is often the case, those who may not have the most concern for their own safety, or perhaps the most concern for the well-being of their city, we see college students. One in particular. Anan, where do we find you during the course of this week? And before you answer, everyone make me a rouse check, please. As anyone who has been a young adult anything can tell you, the hungriest people in the world are college students. Anan, where do we find you at the course of this week as we wait to reconvene at Pidge's Pie in the Sky?
That night, he goes back to his apartment. He thinks about knocking on the old lady's door to check if she's okay, but in fear decides not to, and decides to just get dressed and go to work. He remembers that Nikolai had given him the job of taking care of the classes while Nikolai takes some time off to maybe spend some time with Barry. Oh, I hope that's going okay. And in classes, he is a little bit of a harder grader than he has been in the past. He looks at Paula one day in class and he says, "Paula, you usually do such good work. I'm really concerned about this last test, your score on it. Do you think a tutoring session would be helpful, just to go over the details to make sure that you're really clear on them, because you are a great student."
You're filling in for your mentor, your professor, trying to channel a voice of authority with this rat, one you haven't had to do before. This is a good student. This is someone you may have had a prior relationship with, and you are inviting them to a private tutoring session. So I would like for you, Anan, to make me this will be a charisma and persuasion roll as well.
So that's only 4 dice, and that doesn't feel like enough. So I'm going to rouse the blood a little bit, which means that I'm going to make a rouse check, and pass or fail, I'll get 2 more dice. Okay, so that's a 9, so that is a pass, and that's very good. So now I can actually roll all 6 dice that are in my hands.
Perfect. I will be looking for 2 successes total.
Oh, so that is 2 successes total. a 10 and a 7.
You see Paula Cheese Paws, an otherwise exemplary student, but maybe someone who you've noted slipping over the course of the past couple of days. Maybe they've been slipping for a while and Nikolai hasn't noticed. Maybe you're the hero she's been waiting for. Hard to say.
I do know that Paula Cheese Paws' uncle recently had to go to the hospital because of something, so it makes sense that she might be having a hard time.
You are relying on your knowledge of this person, a person you seem to have some empathy for or some care for, and you see tears well up in Paula's eyes, and she just starts to say, I've just been so distracted. This week has been really difficult, and I don't... Have you seen all the posters around town?
Have I seen the posters? I'm assuming I've seen the posters.
You would have noted an increase in missing rat posters around town. People reporting loved ones, acquaintances, co-workers, for whatever reason, have up and disappeared. Nobody you would recognize from your own personal life. The only person you impacted, their family knows where they are. But you would see reports of that journalist who was noted in the paper this week. You would see notices of members of family of all varying ages, just for whatever reason, the slightest of ticks have gone up in missing rat reports.
It is so understandable to feel distracted by the push and pull of difficult times, but this is why we, as students of civil engineering, we must stay steadfast, as we are the ones who build the bridges and hold up the towers that keep us together here in Rat City.
Oh, I know. It's just hard to see people going missing and wonder if it's going to happen to you or someone you care about. So I've been a little on edge, and then you know the theme of my uncle.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe I could use the tutoring.
It just a little bit. It's sometimes very helpful to just get like a verbal walkthrough of what we're reading.
It would be nice to not have to be alone in my dorm for once.
Yes. Well,
when is it? Not like I have anything going on, but
yeah. Right after class, you can step into my office and.
You in an office now?
Well, it is Nikolai, Dr. Lapidus's office. But I'm just taking care of it.
Right. No, of course.
For now.
Sorry, I didn't mean for that to sound like I was doubting you. If anyone was going to be hired and have an office while also being a student, I would assume it's you.
That's too kind. That's too kind, Paula.
Well, I mean, you're right. I will see. I mean, after class. Isn't this after class?
So it is. He brings Paula Cheese Paws into the room and shuts the door, and they start going over some equations about friction and how friction can be used to reduce the amount of movement that happens if force is applied. And he's saying, yes, that is the correct answer. And then he just kind of leans over and takes a bite.
You take a bite, and Paula, mid-sentence. Now, I'm understanding this part of it, but then I know there's the whole external factor, and feels a bite, and ordinarily when one gets bit, you would expect an immediate rush of pain, your pain receptors and cells rushing to resolve the issue, but she doesn't seem to have an immediate pain or full awareness as to what's going on. And Anan, you are so hungry. You finally had an opportunity to feed. How much hunger do you wish to resolve?
It starts by sating one hunger, but the hunger is greater than it was last time, and the neck is easier to bite into than the calf. And so he drinks a little bit deeper, and then something in him is saying, stop, that's enough. And so he pulls back after sating to hunger and kind of licks the wound a little bit, just automatically, and steps back and goes right into, yes, that is a really good point. And see, this is why I know that you are such a good student. You are able to think about what I am talking about and bring in the next piece of the puzzle.
She rubs at her neck, the feeling that was so positive for her beginning to fade away, and she looks at you and seems to want to open her mouth, confused as to why she's feeling the way she's feeling. And she looks at you, and you're not covered in blood. You are the same type of energetic you would normally be. This is one of those classes that occurs in the morning hours, and while that hasn't been a problem, she does note on your complexion a paleness, a draining of your color a little bit, noticeably. And before she can make any comment on the neck situation or the sensation she felt or why she's not able to string together a coherent thought, she just asks you, are you okay?
Yes, sorry, there was, have you had this mole looked at?
I don't know any moles.
Oh, there's one right here, and he points to like a little, it just...
Oh, is that what they're called?
Paula, just to be safe.
Okay, you should lie down, though.
Oh, I'm feeling so good, Paula. Thank you. But maybe while you're checking in with your uncle, just stop by the doctor.
Okay. I will do that. I will take your word for it. You've been this helpful this far. And she leaves. She picks up her bag. She's still rubbing at her neck, and you note on yourself here, Anand, that in these days that have passed, you felt the most energized in the evening or when it is dark in general in Rat City. This is the first time in a daytime class where you may feel the paleness, feel a slowness in your responses. You are able to feed, you are able to resolve that. You exist. I would note for you that these have been more of a challenge for you. You did not remember to dismiss your class before speaking to Paula. You escorted her in and had to invent a skin condition, your usual sharpness, your wit not immediately coming to you. And one has to wonder if it has to do with the time of day.
Mornings used to be my favorite time of day. Oh, what is happening? What is happening to you, Anand?
Day 4. This is not our usual listener. No, this will be my last will and testament, as tomorrow I am inviting Bellamy over with the intent of having him kill me, because I have transformed completely into what I believe is a flea. I think there is something wrong with my transformation, or perhaps my flea creator, my flyer, if you would, a bit like a sire for a horse, if you could imagine. I happened across a missing poster for someone's pet cockroach. His name is Bubbles. I figured, perhaps to get back in the detective spirit of it all, and maybe, perhaps in denial of my nature, I decided to look for him. As it all happened, Bubbles was in my apartment. He was in the spout, eating my apple fritters. I, of course, reacted as any rat would, or so I thought. As I was about to grab him by his legs and return him to his owners, the exposed underside of him tempted me. I am ashamed to admit this, listeners. You will understand why I am so eager for the embrace of death. I sank my mandibles into him and drank freely of his hemolymph. I drank, and it was the most delectable thing I've ever tasted. Oh, even my tears seem to be... Am I leaking hemolymph now? His stolen fluid? I am a monster. This will be the last tape. Bellamy, if you find this after you've killed me, you were a good friend and a better detective. Dispose of me properly.
And with that final tape, Peachy goes to the door. She's asked Bellamy to come over today.
Hello?
Carmela Gianna Luciali Lacerva has a decision to make for her life. It has been hard to ignore things like a newspaper noting a missing journalist. It is hard to ignore the missing posters around town as you have traveled around the city, as you've tried to visit your usual nighttime haunts, that as the week goes on, more and more places are closing up shop earlier than you've ever seen in the city. A quiet but slow panic building, and you being so connected to the underworld and the overworld can sense it. So where do we find you, known missing person Carmela, during the course of this week?
Have there been more reports of my family striking out, or lashing out, I guess I should ask?
That's a great question. Thank you for asking. Your father is a professional. He has been working in the crime business for as long as you've been alive, if not longer. He knows well how to bury a story. While he was shocked and appalled to learn that your disappearance had gone noted, he has since worked to make sure any activity his gang makes does not. And as you reflect on that, I need everyone to make me one more rouse check. Alright, some experiencing more hunger than others, but Carmela, during the course of the week, you have managed to will yourself to live off a little, which revisits the question, where do we find you now?
And I'm not supposed to go to my family at all.
Well, if the Ratster's words of warning are to be believed, but are you the type to listen to someone like Matthias?
No, not so much. Not so fucking much. Yeah, I think Carmela's probably gonna step by the house.
Stop by the house. Now, when we stop by the house, is this knock on the door, waltz right in, see how the family is doing, or are you more of a ghost at the window?
Well, there's definitely multiple knocks in the crime family. One is like, open up now, and then there's one that's like a secret knock, which is like a quick succession of 3, and then 2 harder knocks, and that is the family knock. And that would be the knock that she is doing at the side door.
At the side door, of course, as any good establishment should have.
And missing person should go too.
The door opens. You see a greasy rat. A greasy, tired, younger than you rat. Looks like he has a cheek full of stolen pizza in his mouth. He opens it, a pepperoni falls out, and he goes, what? What in the...
Meeple.
Okay, what?
Meeple. Yeah. How are things?
What do you fucking mean? Where were you?
All fucking over. Things are good here.
Where's all fucking over? That's exactly where we... Oh my god, I shouldn't be shouting.
You really fucking shouldn't.
Just grabs your paw and pulls you in. Closes the door behind him, sits you down. Like he accepts the hug for a second, and then he pushes you off and goes, no, what the fuck with you?
Yeah, so I was kidnapped. Rat-napped. Yeah. Yeah.
Rat?
Yeah.
Nap?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like, as a thing to do, are you okay? Like, why are you so casual about it?
Well, I'm here.
It's been like a fucking week.
I couldn't get... Look. It's been a fucking week. You're right. It's been a week.
You're telling me?
I know!
I've been looking in every fucking, like, grate and I had to scurry on the goddamn ceiling. The ceiling of the world, Carm.
How was it? Was it nice?
Bad! Poking my nose through fucking... I saw giants and monsters and shit, but no fucking sister.
Well, you were never that good at looking for shit anyway.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. The guy who's been put in charge of the fucking secret door isn't good. Okay, you have a... Does Mom know?
Nah, I don't think so.
Alive? The papers fucking said you were dead, Carm.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm here, so that you know I'm not dead.
Great.
Yeah, I agree. It is great. I'm not dead.
Okay. What do we do? I guess we should tell Dad, so he can...
That's kind of my hope.
Dude, it's bad out there, Carm. It's bad. We've lost some guys.
Yeah, I don't fully remember a lot, but I almost bit a finger off. That was nice. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Damn. I mean, yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. I mean... Okay, well, just so you know, Dad has kind of put a kibosh on the family going out into the streets for a while. The Altos are pissed at us.
I can imagine. What has he done?
Well, Oro, the guy with the big golden eyeball, he did not take too kindly to Dad pinning your murder on his family. So there's been... rat nappings and violence in the streets and such, in the alleys and whatnot. Had to keep a lot of shit under wraps, and it's gotten to the point where me and the bros and Mom and Dad have been kind of strongly advised to not really go out in public for a minute. It's all the guys right now.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good.
But you're... So how'd you... I'm still hung up in the hole that you got rat napped and are not dead thing.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. You didn't even have you didn't even have a stick to defend yourself with.
Nah, but I did have my sharp ass tongue. Got me in a little trouble.
Do you need something to to eat or whatever. I can't cook, but
No, you really fucking can't cook. Please don't cook for me.
Cool. I was trying to like connect with you. You didn't have to kick me in the balls on the way out.
Well, look, Meatball, you're a little heavy-handed with the onion powder.
Well, so sue me that onions taste really good, so I thought more wouldn't be a problem.
It's just a little too heavy. A little too heavy.
All I know is Mom's always like, we don't use a recipe. We follow our hearts. And my heart said fucking onion. Anyway, need you to tiptoe up the stairs so quiet.
Yeah, all right.
Mom's been a little jumpy.
You know, it's taken every ounce of restraint to not yell. You know that, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm doing all the talking in this room. And he like gestures around the wall, and you see things like foam pressed up against it, lots of tchotchkes and wall art, more clocks than they could ever need. It's like we've tried to really like pad this room so that we can like talk business in here, you know?
Well, let's get this over with.
Yeah, maybe I should start with the talk, and you're going upstairs ahead of me. You ascend the stairs. You smell the delightful aromas of your mother's cooking. You don't see your other brothers lying around, but it is hard to miss your mom, Francesca.
And I think she's just going to stand in the doorway and not talk and wait for Meatball to ascend the stairs.
Meatball catches up, and in the way only little brothers can, says, you were supposed to wait for me, and you didn't wait for me.
I'm waiting for you now.
Okay, great, here I go. Hey, Ma, exciting development. And Francesca turns around and just drops a tiny spatula on the ground, sauce splattering everywhere, a pot simmering more than it should, runs over, shoves Meatball aside, and just wraps you in the biggest hug.
Ma!
Where in the fuck? She lets go. Okay, now you can breathe. I am so glad you're okay. Are you okay?
Well, yeah, now that I can fucking breathe.
Holy shit balls.
No, Meatball's right there. You know he doesn't like that
I
nickname.
said to stop calling me that. I don't like that nickname. He'll get over it. Wow. Have you told your dad?
Nah, I just got here.
Kid, I've been going all around the city visiting all your old haunts. I told Pidge to stay away from you. It doesn't matter. You're home now. Your father should be back soon. He's at the restaurant. He's at the club. Golly. What are we gonna do now? You're alive. This whole fight's been over you, kiddo.
Yeah, so, good news. We don't have to do that anymore. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Shit.
It's gotten worse.
Yeah? How so?
We've lost a lot of guys, and they've lost a lot of guys. Some of their guys just flat out went missing, and they're trying to pin that on us. One of the Alto boys just gone. No clue what happened to him.
That's interesting.
Kind of the same as you, kid. You went missing one day. No one had any idea where you were. And then the Altos figured it must have been a tit-for-tat situation because we thought they took you.
Well,
or what did I'm flustered. We thought it doesn't matter. They're blaming us for like a retaliatory thing, and he ain't been seen in however long.
Yeah, but I'm here. So do you think he'll, maybe?
Do you know who took you?
I would be able to recognize the voice.
That's an interesting thing to say. Would you like to try to recognize the voice?
Sure, let's do it.
I will let you choose between intelligence or wits, and you will add your streetwise to it.
All right, let's see. Definitely more than a 2. So that's a 5, an 8, and a 7.
We have 2 successes on the board. So, when you were thinking about that moment, you had high adrenaline, of course, but something that Meatball said to you suddenly clicks back in your brain. The rat with the golden eye, the head of the Alto family, Oro Alto, in the room where you were taken and tormented before you remember fading out, and the sounds of tires screeching off from a toy car as you were abandoned unceremoniously somewhere in Rat City. The other ones you would not know the name of, but you would put two and two together as the rat with the gold eye as Oro Alto.
So good news and bad news. You were right.
You were right?
The Altos are behind it. Bad news, good old Goldeneye had a direct hand in it.
Shit. I knew they were trying to do something to us for
more good news,
like
more
months.
bad news. He was fucking pissed.
That is not good news at all. I don't know why you would say more good news.
Well, you know, it's kind of good news.
How did you get away from that?
Incompetence of his men. That's the good news. See? Good news, bad news.
That checks out. Listen, say what you will about their methods, but the Altos haven't exactly had a family unity thing going on. But that makes sense for why they think we took their fucking kid.
Real loose ship.
Okay. I am making dinner, and you are not leaving our sight anymore. You got it? Yeah. You gotta stay in the house.
Uh-huh.
I'm making pasta. Come on.
All right, let's go.
So you sit for a Sunday dinner that you know you cannot have.
Carm is talking a lot, making sure to kind of just push the food along her plate and taking large bites and just kind of shoveling it into the sides of her little rat cheeks.
Your mom stands up, cleans up dinner, does not notice the increased puffiness of your cheeks, and just gives you a little pat on the shoulder and says, I love you, kid. You go get some rest. The rest of us are going to bed. One of your brothers will guard the door, and yeah, I'm glad you're okay, because we're gonna need all the help we can get going forward. This particular night, Carm, is of course the night that you all agreed to meet at Pidge's Pie in the Sky. You've been given an interesting challenge from your mother. So, as the other two go to the pie shop, the only question I have left for you is, how are you planning on fulfilling that obligation? If at all.
Which brother is outside the door?
Meatball has been designated as the person who covers that shift. Eventually, he will have to sleep, but not at the moment. Not when you are up and ready to go.
Hey, Meatball.
Yeah.
So, want some pie?
Do I? Shit, we haven't had any kind of dessert in like, God, 5 whole days.
The thing is, I gotta go get some, you know?
Calm, I did tell...
I will be so fast, you won't even know I'm gone. You won't even know.
Okay, you literally got kidnapped. You literally got stolen off the streets.
And I got back.
You did get... It took you a week.
Yeah, well, this time it will be better.
I'm gonna have you make one more roll for me. I just want straight up charisma and persuasion.
Love it.
I only want one success. It's Meatball.
That's a lot of successes, boss.
We'll take them. A lot is more than one.
Alright.
Meatball sighs and he goes, fucking fine, but you gotta get back like today this time.
Yeah, I will. And what flavor you want?
Can I get that cherry one?
I got you.
Cool. I don't know where she finds cherries, but goddamn. Saints be damned, man. All right, yeah, fucking hurry up.
Leave the window open a little bit. I'll scale the wall.
Cool, that way I don't get in trouble.
Exactly. See? Yeah. You scratch my back, I scratch yours.
I ain't touching your back. You gross.
Gross, sir. I'm just hip check him on the way out.
Fuck, goddamn. On your way there, Carm, the words of your mom and Meatball ringing through your head, and as you're passing the alleys and streets, taking the quieter, more hidden route to Pidge's Pie in the Sky, you hear what sounds like the dropping of something sharp, and then a voice in the shadows just saying, "What did you do to me?"
Do I recognize the "what did you do to me" voice?
You would have a harder time remembering everyone who was in the room during that tragic scene, but it is not one of your family.
Fuck it, I don't care. I've got a pie shop to get to.
You ignore it and you keep pressing forward. You remain cognizant of the fact that there is something out there in the shadows, though. Which brings me to Pidge's Pie in the Sky. You are all in the pie shop, the aromas that would have once tickled your noses and senses coming through to you. Pidge has, of course, left a side door open for you, a room where you can all communicate together and recount the week so far, the things that have been odd, the stories you have heard.
Over the course of this week, Pidge has just been thinking and fearing about what all this means and how different she is from everybody else again. And now there's something else again that others in Rat City would have to overlook, and something that she hopes they won't notice, something she has to overcompensate for. How hungry she is all the time, how she couldn't help herself with Mr. Clover, how she didn't want to, and how natural it felt, and how this idea of a secret club to get people into the shop just came to her. It's so natural, you know, to be able to feed on her customers, her loyal customers, the people who put their trust in her. So she's just sort of talking out loud at this point, and she's wiping down the butcher block island in the kitchen, and she hears the door open, and she's just saying out loud to herself, I can make this work. It's all gonna be fine. I'm not hurting anybody. Well, anymore. That was one time. Now it's gonna be an even exchange, you know? A bite for a bite. Oh hey everybody, come on in the kitchen here. Just putting out a few things. And I move to this little pile of posters that I've got set up. It says the Upper Crust Club on it. And I hold one out to show the others. What do you guys think?
What's the Upper Crust Club?
Oh, it's well, okay, so when I got back here after we all left, there was somebody here waiting to pick up some pies, and I was just so hungry, and they had a little Okay, so I bit him, and I drank a little more of his blood, and I felt really bad after, but then I thought, right, people are coming here all the time for a snack, for a bite, right? Get it? So I thought a bite for a bite. Maybe I could have some people come in and test some new pies, and I get there's a word for it that I can't really think of right now. It's like a
tit for tat.
Yeah, that works. Sure. I was thinking more of like a focus group kind of thing. But yeah, like a workshop kind of atmosphere where they come in and I give them a new pie and I also get to sample something new.
So, food isn't working for anyone else.
Didn't work out so well for Sunday dinner.
Anyone else feel particularly out of it in the mornings?
Yeah, I am as far as I remember, I'm a morning person, but that doesn't seem to be quite the case anymore.
You and me both, Baba.
I've never really been a morning person. I work the late shift, so...
Yeah, mornings and me.
I'm going to be... I have sent a request to the Chancellor of Rat City University to move my classes to the evening.
Oh, there was some weird shit happening on my way here. Mella's gonna try to recount the scene, and she's gonna be like, yeah, so I heard a guy, and he was like, oh no, what are you doing to me? Oh no, and I did, there was a meeting to catch, so I came here instead. We could probably still catch him.
And you've all heard about the missing people?
Oh, he might be one of them.
At least a few of the missing people feel accounted for from us.
True. But it's been after.
Yeah, the guy that I ate was talking about his grandmother who got attacked by like an animal or something. It sounds kind of similar to what else has been going on.
Well, the old lady who lives in my apartment, I'm pretty sure doesn't have any other living relatives. So let's go see what's going on with that one guy.
Before we set out for that, Pidge, you got a spare space on your wall?
Yeah, you...
It's done!
Wait, Barry, did... You got it, you...
Look, I've been working deep into the night every night this week because it's the only time I feel like I can get anything done. So here it is. And it's again like, it has like a pie crust border around the outside and then like lines to like indicate each hour is like a slice. And then each number has been replaced with some sort of flavor. So there's like apple and like a single cherry and like egg and just other things, just 9 other things in addition to that.
As soon as you hold up that clock, Pidge is gonna rush over to you and take it from your hands, look at it, gently place it down on the counter, and then pull you into a big hug and just say, Barry, thank you so much. This is so nice. I can't wait to put it up on the wall. And she pulls away from you and looks back at the clock. Should I put it up here in the kitchen where I can see it all day, or should I put it up in the front where the customers can see it? If I put it up in the front where the customers can see it, then they're really going to want to order one for themselves, I think. So I should probably
feel like under normal circumstances you'd be squeezing the breath out of me, but I don't. It feels normal now.
Let go.
I think that you can put it in the shop along with the Upper Crust Club underneath.
Oh, that's such a great idea, Anon. Oh, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Okay, let me just 1 second. And I go and I take the clock and I take one of the posters and I go over to the front and I hang it. I find this nice spot and I think I take, there's a little framed recipe card that's up on the wall, and I take it off and I clear space and I hang the clock up right there and I look at it for a second and admire it. And then I take the poster and I tape it to the wall right below it. And it's got those little cutouts with the little like take a number tags that people can pull off and apply for it. I think this looks great, don't you?
As you vocalize that thought to everyone, You hear what would be the beginning of your bell dinging, but the door making the, that sound that doors make when you push open a locked door, and a very faint, muffled by glass sound that says, "Pigeon! Pigeon!"
I turn around. Do I see who's at the door?
Yes, it would be hard not to recognize your mother.
Ma?
She's like knocking on the glass door. She's holding a newspaper in her other paw, and she's like, "Pigeon!"
I have a moment of uncertainty wash through me, because I know I'm not supposed to really be seeing family, but it's my ma, so I'm gonna go and unlock the door.
You unlock the door, she runs in, she gives you a hug, and she says, I was in town to just check up on you. And the pie shop, it's the time of the month.
Ma, it's so good to see you.
It's good to see you. Are you doing okay? She's like holding your fist. Are you eating?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, you look sickly.
I've been working really late. I've been working late, long hours.
I keep telling you that nights aren't for working.
And I kind of move around her and close and lock the door. Because what time is it?
Oh, I know you're only up at night, so that's when I came on over from the hotel.
Oh. When did you, sorry, there's just been a lot of burglaries in the area. Let me just close this and lock it. I move behind her and lock the door, and I pull the shades
I've
down.
heard a lot of the places I normally go to are closed.
Yeah, there's been a lot of crime recently. It seems like something's kind of going
Kind of wanted to talk to you about that, because I've only been in town for a little bit here, but did you see this? And she holds up the newspaper, and on the front page it just says, "Mayor declares state of emergency over disappearances."
Oh boy, yeah, I've been hearing some of that on the radio.
You could always come with me and your father. We've got a nice little place outskirts of the city. It's so out of the way they don't even have a name for that little place yet. It's really quiet, open fields, lots of sunshine.
Ma, it does sound so nice, but I gotta shop here now. I got customers. I've been doing. Look at this clock that my friend Barry just made me this clock.
Oh, that's beautiful. Did you get that from Zippy's?
No, my friend Barry made it.
Oh, your friend made it. That's lovely. It's really
It's a custom
nice.
piece,
I think it's a nice touch.
special for the
beautiful.
shop.
You are the hardest worker I know, and I respect that you want to keep providing service to people. I don't think it's safe to be in this city. There's all that crime now.
I'm doing all right. I got locks on my doors. I got. We're in a very well lit area. It's.
So you're still hanging out with Carmela?
Yeah.
I worry. Trouble seems to follow that girl, so I'm just worried.
Carmela can take care of herself, and she's.
Carmela can take care of herself. You, little lady, have never been in a fight.
Well, that just means that I have 100% survival record, right? That my record is pretty good, I would say.
I should know better. You have a very strong and persistent light inside of you. Okay, well, I'm in town, and I would love to get lunch with you tomorrow. In the daytime, I would prefer.
Yeah, that sounds great.
So try not to sleep in for your mom, okay?
Or how about what do you hear me out? What do you think? I'm working on some new recipes, and I was thinking that maybe if you wanted, you could come by before, at like the time when my pies are done in the
at night.
Yeah, but new flavors. I've got one just for you.
Okay, honey. Just for you, For you,
I'm really.
pigeon, I will do
I'm
anything.
working on a new program here, and I point over to the poster.
Oh, pilot. Oh, wait. Upper crust.
The Upper Crust Club, you know, where
Okay.
I'm developing a bunch of new
rewards program or
experimental recipes, and you could be one of my first customers, you know.
Well, I think I should be. Okay, I will be here tomorrow night, just for you. But I do want at least one lunch date. Now, she just hands you the newspaper and says, "Now you hang on to this." So that seems pretty important. And tell your friends, Carmen, Barry, and whomever, about the state of emergency, and don't get taken or disappeared or whatever is happening. This sounds scary.
You know, it's a life in Rat City, right? It's all part of.
It didn't used to be. It didn't used to be, Pidge. This used to be a nice place.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they'll figure out what's going on, and then everything will go back to normal.
Well, I hope so, but
how are you doing? How are you? How's that?
Retirement's lovely. I'm telling you, you've really just got to come check it out. We've made pretty well for ourselves, and we got a nice little nest out there in the country, and the neighbors are lovely, and your dad's really doing great for your dad's needs.
You know what, Ma? I lunch tomorrow sounds great. Let's do
Great.
that.
Okay, I'll be here bright and early for lunch then. I gotta get going because I'm not built like you. I can't, I can't make my ears do what yours do, and I can't be up this late. So I'm gonna go catch some sleep.
Okay. Thanks.
You stay safe though. I mean it.
Yeah.
If anything bad happens, I will tear the city upside down. I tell you.
I know you would, Ma. I know you would. Okay. I move back around to unlock the door and open it. You be safe getting back to. Where are you staying?
I'm staying at the Grand Rat Hotel. Your father insisted because now he's used to a certain lifestyle.
It's swanky.
So
over there.
nice. Never been. Normally we just stay with your aunts, but your dad insisted. He got used to a certain lifestyle. Warm water. Go figure.
Wait, Dad's here. Is he coming for lunch too?
He probably will. Yeah. He just needed to get some. You know how he is at night.
Yeah, you can't really see too well. Huh?
No, me neither. But I'll do anything for you.
Thanks, Ma. Okay,
stay
well,
safe.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Read that paper. Read what it says in there so you know what to do.
I will. Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Goodbye. I love you.
I love you, Ma.
She leaves the same way you came in, and you have a newspaper as you head back towards your rat club.
I lock the door behind my Ma, and I just take a minute to... Okay. I gotta meet for lunch tomorrow. I can do this. I can do daytime. Daytime is fine. Okay. And I turn around and I walk up the stairs, half reading the newspaper as I get back up to the kitchen. I turn around and I walk back to where the rest of you are, holding the newspaper.
And when you come in, I have cut up a bunch of your towels into masks for so that we can go fight whatever's going on in the city.
Anand, what? Oh, what are you doing?
I'll get you new ones, but just in case.
Why are you cutting up my towels?
So that they don't know who we are.
Oh, thanks, Anand. Yeah. Okay. Well, before I put this on, I thought maybe I would show you. That was my Ma downstairs. She came to surprise visit. She says hi to all of you, by the way.
Hi, Ma.
Carmela, she says hi. Yeah, and Barry, she likes your clock.
Good taste.
But she gave me this. It's in the news now. And I hold it up to show everyone else.
The newspaper headline, of course, stating mayor declares a state of emergency over disappearances, but now for the first time you note the photograph on the inside of the article, what appears to be the outline, unclear who it is, but of a rat biting another rat, something captured in photography on film. Reading the article reveals that the mayor declaring a state of emergency over what has been dubbed plague rats in the city. People reporting not just disappearances, but the sudden unexplained return of people they thought were lost and behaving differently. It's unclear how many are in the city. The mayor declined to comment, but it is clear now Rat City is aware that something has drastically changed.
Anand says, "Thank God we've got the masks."
Peachy, I'm glad you finally sent word. Oh dear, you don't look good.
I don't. I have terrible news, Bellamy. Come in. Are you armed, by the way?
I mean, kind of looks down at his hands. Yeah.
Okay, I need you to hold this. And she hands you a broken off matchstick.
Okay, wait, okay, Peachy, what is this all about?
Come inside, please.
Okay.
Bellamy, do you recall the incident in the alleyway about 4 days ago?
Of course I remember. That fucking freak, that alto. Actually, I have some information on this, I think. Or I have a couple of leads that I was hoping.
She holds up a paw, Baldwin style.
He was a flea. Bellamy. I know this because he's turned me into one of them.
Damn it, I was right! And like throws down the matchstick and takes out a pack of Rat Bro cigarettes. Fuck! Peachy, you should have told me earlier.
No, I was in denial of it myself. You're right, I should have. I'm sorry. But I had to confirm it. And last night...
We need to get you to a doctor.
No! They'll send me back to that crooked mayor. And then she'll put me in with her rat soldiers. I hear them whispering sometimes.
But Peachy, what if you fucking die?
I'm already
turn
dead!
you into a flea.
Oh, at least on the way to it. Bellamy, you need to do me a justice.
And she points the broken end of the matchstick over her little rat heart.
And me, before I'm completely gone. Yesterday it was someone's pet cockroach. Who knows, it could be you next.
Bellamy turns away from you, refusing to look you in the eye.
Bellamy!
He takes out a small matchbox himself, striking it, lighting the cigarette. Peachy, you can't ask me to do something like that.
I don't trust anyone as I would you.
No, there's gotta be something else, some other way. You don't look like a flea to me. You look just fine. You look like every other rat you'd see on the street.
But have you seen my mandibles? And she shows off her. They look like little incisors that are just next. Really, she just looks like she's British.
Oh, Peachy, that's nothing. You just got some. And he like moves in to kind of like get a closer look at your teeth. Look, that's just you got some chompers, but that's not some sharper teeth that not a flea make. Or maybe you're going through some kind of change. Obviously, but nothing a good stay at the hospital can't fix. Modern rat medicine has come a long way, and
she looks at you with her big, wet, strawberry boba red eyes.
Do you think that a flea can be more than just a flea, Bellamy? Or am I doomed to be a parasite for as long as I draw breath?
tears begin to form in his beady eyes as the smoke rises, splitting the scene between the two of us. Peachy, I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about, good or evil or, or anything like that. If the saints are right, we're all here for a reason, even fleas. As loath as I am to say it.
Even fleas.
But I have to imagine. No, I need to imagine that you're still the Peachy I knew 4 days ago. Because if you were a flea, you wouldn't be worried about becoming a flea. You'd just be a flea. If you were destined to cause ruin to people, why would you care? Why would you be worried? Whatever transformation is happening, it's fucking with your body. But Peachy, you're still Peachy.
She looks at her shaking paws. You could see bloody tears forming in her eyes.
Bellamy, you're the closest thing I've had to anyone since my mother, saints be with her, after she passed.
Saints be with her?
You're right. Maybe I do have a purpose, otherwise I would have given in to my bloodthirsty urges.
Exactly. Peachy, we can still, if you don't think a doctor is the way to do this.
We have to go back to the start.
We need to find that out-told bastard. Even better, the one who made him.
Mayor Beverly. The conspiracy goes deep.
Okay. Step before that. Carmela. You remember, he said that she made him this. If we can find him, maybe we can find her. And if we can find her, we'll either find the source, or maybe she can lead us there.
Yes. And now that I'm one of them, I will blend into their crowd easily.
And she takes her scarf and, with a very dramatic swoop, brings it over her. And for a moment, she's Peachy again.
Bellamy Rex, we're on the case.
Bellamy turns away from you in this moment, seeing his friend again. And he moves his hands in a way that from behind makes it seem like he's adjusting his collar or maybe even the cigarette in his mouth. But our camera sees as he wipes away his tears. All right, Peachy. We got an auto to find. Bellamy takes out his notepad again, which he's been using to keep all of the notes, all of the clues, all of his thoughts and things of that nature. And as of late, over these last 4 days, he's been collecting the names of people who have reported being attacked by seemingly kind of strange, maybe even feral rats, or even having been witness to them. He pulls this out and goes, well, so about those leads I was talking about earlier. So I've been looking around, and we weren't the only ones. There's a couple of people around town who's reported being attacked, or having seen someone be attacked by, or I don't exactly know if it's the same one who attacked you, but other strange feral rats.
These plague rats. It's such a conspiracy. It's a cover-up to cover up fleas. Where do plagues start?
Fleas. Exactly. See? Okay, I already knew that you and I were going to be on the same page, because I'm very much into believing that the mayor has something to do with this, because it very much seems like trying to like shift like the framework of the conversation away from the fact that, you know, these rats are changing and acting strange potentially, and moving it to like, oh, it's a disease or something. It's like it feels like something more, you know. So there's this one woman, Pepper. She says one of these plague rats actually got into her home. She had to end up going to the rat spittle. So if we wanted to talk to her, we're already there. You know, if you want to get checked in, but you know, that's different thing. There's this one university student. This one's kind of a loose one. She isn't quite sure, according to report. You know, she feels like she was attacked, but also it could have just been like a weird stress dream, because, you know, it's exam time and all of that.
Of course.
And then last one on here is, oh yeah, you know that reporter Charles?
Charles Entertainment the Fourth, right?
The very same. He says that apparently he saw two rats. Well, you know that food blogger Provolone?
Can't say I read Provolone. He's rather provocative in his food.
Well, let's just say he was provocative. Apparently these two rats ripped them apart.
To shreds, you say?
To smithereens.
Combustulated! That seems like our strongest lead.
That certainly does. He claims that he saw the whole thing, so maybe Charles is where we start.
Mr. Entertainment, you better prepare for a line of questioning and smell out any fleaisms. You see, fleas, I think we all have a unique smell, or at least we can smell each other. I'm going to see if I can identify him by scent. I'll be very subtle, of course. And she pulls up her... It's very ninja-esque. You just see her eyes with her scarf.
Okay. Gosh, smelling fleas. What a strange thing.
Takes one to know one.
Not hard to locate the entertainment reporter for the Rat City Times here. So you are able to pretty easily. There is a curfew after all, so if you linger around the building long enough, everyone has to go home pretty early these days anyway. Charles Entertainment Cheddar? Okay, Charles Entertainment Cheddar the Fourth saunters out of the employees-only exit, looking left and right, looking very skittish. Their reports as of late on the entertainment industry of Rat City have been few and far between, as plays are canceled and book tours are postponed, and he starts sauntering towards a little tiny rat bicycle that he has chained up in the parking lot.
Let's find Charles, and I'll go up to the doors. I kick the door open.
And Peachy just tugs on your sleeve and points to where he is.
Oh, sorry.
That was really cool, though.
Thank you.
At the sound of a loud noise, he does what any rat would do and look like a deer in the headlights in the direction of the noise before looking like he wants to run.
Mr. Entertainment!
We got a couple of questions for you.
Fuck, two rats.
No. Don't worry. We're not one of those fleas.
Fleas?
Don't believe what the mayor is feeding you. You see, these fleas, these plague rats, they're fleas. All of them.
Fuck are you? What the fuck are you talking about with fleas? I'm just trying to go home. Please, I don't want any trouble. There's been enough trouble here this week.
The name's Bellamy Rex. I take a cigarette out. I put it in my mouth. I light it with a match. And this is my partner, Peachy. And we're trying to get down to, an understanding of the goings-on of this fine city of ours, if you know what I mean.
I don't. What do you? But you're coming up to me talking about fleas and stuff, and I don't know anything about fleas.
Well, Mr. Entertainment, I am a rat caster. You may have seen many of my tapes around. I've talked about the flea conspiracy for quite a while. You mentioned seeing 2 rats destroy a fellow rat.
Yeah, I was the witness to that. Yep.
And I'm sorry to have to, bring up such a tragic happenstance. I know Provolone was a fine reporter. My deepest condolences to you and the rest of Rat City's loss.
Yeah, it's just things like that don't happen here, and knowing what we know now, I have to assume that it's, these plagued rats. Although, thinking back on it, only one was a rat, I think. The other one had wings.
Had wings? I
Yeah.
turn to look at Peachy and write something down in my notebook.
Something that kind of looks like a rat, but isn't a rat. You get what I'm saying?
Like a flea!
No, not like a flea.
But, and hear me out. Let's just recount some of the things. Could you describe their behaviors to us?
Angry. God, like the things I saw them do, it was gruesome and efficient. Like it was a premeditated thing, and there was biting, and there was, oh God, there was
biting,
destroying of the corpse, and there just seemed to be like no spatial awareness. One of them was doing the majority of the work. The other one, the rat with wings, just kind of stood there, just kind of got her fill, I guess.
What do you mean by fill?
I hesitate saying this because I sound insane when I describe it, so I've been avoiding this part of it, but you two seem, forgive me, ill-connected, so whatever.
None taken.
It felt like they were eating him or something.
Very interesting.
Did you notice them perhaps in their desiccation of the corpse? And again, I'm so sorry to have to, bring you back to this moment, but did you notice any particular focus they were having on the blood of the victim?
Yeah. Now that you mention, that did seem
like a flea.
I mean, I guess, but you can't see fleas. Isn't the whole point of having fleas? No, these were full-grown rats. And again, one had wings.
Don't worry, that's what Big Flea wants you to think. Because Big Flea...
Are there big fleas now?
Yeah, that's Big Flea. If you listened to my rat cast...
They are Big Flea.
They are Big Flea.
I am so sorry. A rat cast?
Yes, I cast out my voice. You can listen. You just have to find a tape.
I pull a tape out from my jacket suit and I hand it to him.
Just kind of looks at it in the same way like a rapper handing you their mixtape in a Walmart parking lot. Thanks. Okay.
Look. Questions about some other behaviors. Were they moving in a way that felt, I don't know, almost animalistic? All fours, hopping around, fast?
These two, no, but so they weren't on all fours, but the way they just attacked this guy, it wasn't it wasn't punches and kicks and shoving. It was like claws and teeth,
like a flea.
I mostly write about shows, officer.
Oh, no. Not affiliated with the police. No. Private investigator. Bellamy Rex at your service. And I pull out a card.
A business card. Again,
with the same hesitation. Puts it in his little coat pocket. Yeah, I mean, the way they were behaving wasn't natural for sure. Or maybe it was natural? Too natural?
Like it had become natural to them to do such a thing? No hesitation, no gratitude?
It's like, like when your grandparents or great-grandparents talk about the old times before there was much of a rat city and they just had to make do on the surface?
Yeah.
It felt like that.
Like they had been returned to something more primal.
Yeah, like something else was moving them.
Like a flea.
Again, you keep asking me about fleas, and I don't know a lot about them. I just know what I saw, and it was definitely strange. And my friend got eaten, incinerated, and I saw a lot of it.
That's a good question. Where were you in this way where they couldn't,
I was finishing an article and I was walking past the big glass conference room, and I just happened to see inside, and I was hiding behind a wall, but
I was in a building.
Yeah, it was in the building. And I say it's weird because I only caught glimpses. I would look and I would see the eating and I'd hide behind the wall. I would look and I would see them doing stuff to the body and I hide behind the wall. And then I looked again and they were gone, and there was just ashes left behind, and this smell of decay, but no smoke, no fire, no nothing. And they didn't leave through the door, or they just seemed to leave, and I don't know what the hell that's about. It just feels like there were things in play that I'm not meant to understand, and now there's plague rats, and I have to assume it's connected somehow, but I only know how to write about fucking plays.
Peachy is going to reach out with a paw and just comfort him.
I understand this is all very confusing, but this is why we're trying to wake you up to the rat-spiracy that is Big Flea. But do you think you could take us to the scene?
Yeah, sure. I'll take you to the room. And then frankly, I would just like to leave. I got a pizza waiting for me at home and I just want to eat it.
What topping?
Cheese.
Nice.
Stinky cheese?
The missus got it from the sewer grate, just really went out there and just put her neck on the line for a big pizza, and I just kind of want to have the pizza.
Ah, saints bless her.
That's a good partner you've got there.
I'll take it to the conference room, but don't stay long, because the curfew's happening, and I don't want to get in trouble. You don't want to get in trouble, so
don't worry. Your name will not leave our lips if someone asks.
He escorts you inside and leads you to the room where the food reporter was, as he said, eaten, stuff was done, and left only ashes behind. The ash is no longer there. The scene has been cleaned to this point, but you still see rat police tape around the area. There's definitely the remnants of an investigation happening here, and the tape has been left up if only to preserve the room just in case more research needs to be done, and also maybe so no one else goes in there to meet a similar fate.
Before we go inside, Bellamy puts out his cigarette on the bottom of his shoe and stuffs the remainder of it back into the carton before putting it back in his jacket. Don't want to, tamper with the smell of the place.
Of course, that you, again, from your mouth to my ears. I was hoping to see if I could use my flea powers to sniff out where this blood might have gone. You see, no offense, but you're very pungent. I could smell your blood and hear your heart. Focus, Peachy, focus.
Oh, thank you. It tells me that it's working. I was kind of just hoping that the whole nicotine was stopping the fleas from getting me, and good to know, I was right.
You were!
And Peachy is going to, because we're using the Bloodhound merit here, she can technically sniff out residences, but what I'm hoping to do is to track down a path of blood, because I have a feeling these vampires were not necessarily clean eaters. They may have destroyed the body, but a blood droplet's a lot harder.
You, almost unwittingly, tap into this part of yourself that you've been growing more aware of, your heightened senses. And yes, since this room was left cleaned but not untampered with, there is that overwhelming stench of blood, a trail leading out a secret back entrance that would not be discernible by the normal rat eye, but with your increased sense of smell does. You can smell it leaving the building. You can smell it interstitching with the unmistakable smell of freshly baked pie. You can sense its trail.
Oh, and you just see her tapping across the wall. She's echolocating, snapping her rat fingers. And then you hear, oh! As a door opens, and then you hear her fall and yelp.
Bellamy, we're on the trail.
Peachy, you beautiful, beautiful detective. And I go and I kiss her like on the forehead before like running into this like darkened hallway.
It's very a la Scooby-Doo. It is just Peachy. It's a bit undignified, probably a little unsettling for Bellamy to see, but she's on all fours going.
You smell, and not unlike Scooby-Doo, you can follow the trail, the smell of food, and it becomes pretty clear pretty quickly that this is leading to the part of town where one would find the Rat Cathedral.
Oh my goodness. I think Bellamy takes just a couple of steps in, looking around in both awe but also but mind spinning with the possibilities. What does this mean? Whatever fleas came through here had to escape into here. And why the cathedral? Could it be someone of the cloth? Peachy.
Bellamy.
Can you think of any good reasons why a flea would escape into a church?
Dear Gouda, no. Maybe they're using... It's a very unusual place to find a flea. And I think that's what they're counting on.
Damn fleas. Corrupting everything from our bodies down to our saints.
And it's up to us to clean up this mess.
And Peachy is going to open the door and listen for the sounds, the smells, the sights of her fellow fleas.
Listening for any hint of a fellow flea, as you have chosen to believe they are. On the inside, this being early in the evening, you do not hear or sense anything besides the extinguishing of candles, the concluding of a day of worship. You listen into the Rat Cathedral. You cannot spot or sense your fellow plague rats, your fellow fleas. You do not sense a comrade in here, a similar sickness. You do, however, hear a name being uttered inside of the Rat Cathedral. And though the doors will be locked, though there is no way to parse or get into this building without violent methodology, you do hear a familiar name, the name Ollie. You hear this being uttered by a young voice that you can't pinpoint, that you can't sense inside the building, but a voice just saying, "It's gotta be Ollie."
Peachy raises one of her little fingers. And then she makes a gesture. She's going to give Bellamy a boost to get into the building if possible.
Okay. And Bellamy gets into position to be boosted into the building.
As you form a tower, form a boost, you see a rat sort of staring at the building, debating perhaps if they want to enter or not. if you were to look at that rat, they would have similar eyes, similar teeth, similar complexion to Peachy LaRue. And as they come around the corner of the Ratthedral, a sad, hesitant look on their face, they see you, and almost as if they're untrained for danger, simply squeak out, "Shit!" and run.
We gotta run a Peachy, and we'll like scramble up and like start hopefully chasing after them.